Hey guys, TechieKHD here again with another video. Happy New Year, this is my first video of 2017. I'm sorry I haven't made a video in a little while, I've just been taking a break, but I'm back and today I have the unboxing of my brand new DJI Mavic Pro with the Fly More bundle. Now this is kind of like a little early birthday present to myself. I managed to save up for this and pick it up, and DJI was nice enough to expedite the shipping for me, get it here to me in basically like 2 days, which was absolutely insane since the thing is actually back ordered everywhere. Very few people are being able to get their hands on it. But regardless, I was really happy to have got it pretty quick, and this is the Fly More bundle as I mentioned before, which comes with a bunch of extra stuff, and I'm going to start off by showing you the accessories and saving the best for last. I'm sorry if you guys don't like that, but that's the way I want to structure this video. Either way, what you get in the Fly More bundle to start off with is this bag. Now this is a leather or leatherette type bag. It's actually really nice for storing your Mavic Pro, as well as basically all the accessories that come with the Fly More bundle, which is actually really nice. It seems it's actually a really premium bag. It's all black. It has this flap up top as well as a secondary zipper. Now this whole thing is sealed with a little velcro thing, and inside of course you get a strap because this is a shoulder bag, and I'm going to put this back in here for now, but it has a couple of pockets and it's basically really good for storing the actual drone, the controller, a couple extra batteries on the sides, the car charger, and a bunch of other things. And it just has a little bit of paperwork over here. The top has some packaging paper on it, but basically this is the bag. I actually really like it. I think it's made really well. I like the little DJI logo on it, but for now let's just pop it over there to the side and get into the rest of the bundle. Now, the Fly More combo comes in this white box. Outside of the bag, you also, looking around the box, it's just basically a plain white box. DJI's packaging is very reminiscent of Apple's, and that's something that I remember from the Phantom 4 that I tried out earlier this year in the summer, if you guys saw those videos. But anyway, I'm just going to slice open the single piece of tape up top, and inside it's actually all arranged really nicely. And so let's go ahead and get right into the first thing in the box, which is the battery charging hub. Now this basically allows you to charge up to 4 batteries for the Mavic Pro at once, which is actually really nice. The only thing I find a little annoying about it is that it charges the batteries in series and not at the same time, so it charges one at a time. This is actually a really nice little interesting thing that they included, which is the battery to power bank adapter, which basically lets you use your Mavic Pro battery as an external power bank to charge up your iPhone or iPad or your mobile devices, basically, which is really cool. Talking about the battery, this is one of them. It normally costs $89.99 to buy separately, but as part of the bundle I think it was a better deal, so now I have 3 total batteries instead of 1 that would have come with the Mavic. The Fly More bundle comes with 2 extra ones. There's also a car charger, which is actually going to be very useful for me because one of the reasons that I wanted to get this Mavic Pro in time is because I'm taking a trip to Iceland soon, and since we're going to be out, the best place to charge this thing is going to be in the car on the way to the locations, so I think this is very useful, and I'm glad that I got it as part of the bundle. So another thing we have here is just another one of these batteries. As I mentioned before, it's just always nice to have extra batteries. The Mavic Pro is rated at something like 28 minutes of flight time. You normally get about 20 to 23 depending on how you're flying it. And of course there's also 2 extra sets of extra propellers, which is always nice to have just in case. And that's pretty much it for what's in the Fly More combo. So let's go ahead and get into the actual box for the Mavic Pro. Now, this box is surprisingly small. I'd seen a Mavic Pro dummy unit at an Apple store a little while ago, and it was definitely small, but looking at it here in person again, I think it's just kind of crazy to think that you can fit a 4K camera and a controller and a gimbal and all of this into this tiny little box right here. I'm really excited. Let's just slice open the single piece of tape up top and flip open the box. Now the first thing you see on the right is the Mavic Pro, on the left the controller, and at the bottom a little bunch of power cables and things like that. So let me just slide this out of here. As you guys can see, there's a couple of cables in here. Just toss that cardboard piece to the side. The first thing here is a micro USB cable, which you're going to use to charge up the controller. It actually charges using micro USB, which is nice because it's, you can use it with anything. It's also silica gel, my favorite snack in the world. And of course, this is a USB-C type connector to connect your USB-C phones to the controller if you want to do that, if you have a USB-C phone. You also have backwards compatibility with a micro USB connector, and there is a lightning connector installed by default on the controller. Here's the power cable. This is what you're going to plug in to the main power adapter and then plug the whole thing into the wall to be able to charge your batteries. And this is the controller. I was actually really surprised. I'd seen it a lot on video, and just because of the size and shape and things like that, it looked kind of flimsy and small, and I was a little worried about what it was going to be like, but this feels really dense, and it's a really nice controller. The sticks are responsive, and they have a lot of nice feedback in terms of the actual resistance against pushing and pulling. The handles are really tough. That was the main thing I was concerned about, because they looked really flimsy when people were pulling them apart in videos, but in actually using it, it's really nice, and it works really well. There's a little piece of foam there, and then some documentation inside of this black envelope. Again, very reminiscent of Apple's iPhone packaging. Inside here, you basically just get a little bit more information about the Mavic Pro, as well as an option to buy DJI Care, which I actually did. I bought a 1-year package for DJI Care to go along with this drone, just in case, especially since I'm going to be flying it in some severe conditions soon. This is the actual power adapter. This one end plugs into either the battery or the charging hub, and the other end plugs into that power cable I showed you before and then into the wall. What's really nice is this also has 2 USB ports on it, so you can charge another device as well as the Mavic Pro controller, all from the same battery pack, or all from the same charger. Now here's the Mavic Pro itself. It's actually really small. I love how dense it feels because it doesn't feel cheap at all. It's actually kind of an aluminum plastic combination, and the plastic, I couldn't really tell it was plastic either, which is really nice. I think that really speaks to the quality of the drone. Now you'll notice that there's only 2 propellers on the back right now, and the other 2 are actually at the bottom of the box, which I forgot to pull out in this video. And then there's also 1 extra set, which is a little annoying because the Phantom 4 used to come with 2 extra sets, but I guess that's the best they could do with this, especially since they're trying to make it affordable to some degree. But basically that's about it for this unboxing, guys. Now I'm actually going to cut over here to a quick clip of me flying the drone for the first time. I think it's actually really agile. Now of course I did register it with the FAA. I tried to cut out the clips with my FAA registration number that I actually taped onto the back of the drone, but you guys can see here that it's really agile. I think I wasn't really taking it to its limits in this clip here, but of course I managed to do that afterwards, and I think that it's really fun to fly. Now if you guys would like to see more clips of it flying as well as what the quality of the drone is like, make sure to stick around for the review. I will have it coming up in the next couple weeks, hopefully. But really, that's been about it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to see more drone related content and more unboxings and videos like this in the future, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button to let me know. And if you had any feedback for video ideas or things of that nature, make sure to leave them in a comment below this video. Again, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.